guys, another cool little intro here for you. This is going to be the trickiest part, is just memorizing the pattern and then muting the open strings when you hit them. So it's kind of in that whole La Bamba kind of vein. And once you get it though, you're going to see it's not too difficult. I'm going to give you a couple little tricks to remember to help memorize it. So we're going to start here on the low E on the 3rd fret. And we're going to go 3, open A, to 2, 3 on A. Alright, I like to bar it when I go to this D, but you don't have to. I just kind of like to get in the habit of keeping my finger flat, because keeping your index finger flat is what's going to help you mute the open strings along with the fleshy part of your thumb in your right hand. So the first part we're going to start to memorize is this passage right here. Just those 6 notes. Alright, so don't move forward until you get that, okay? And once you get that, so you're going 2, 3, open A, 2, 3 on the A, and you got your index finger on the D string, 2nd fret, and then open G. Alright, and then a good way to remember where you're going next is you're going to hit another open string after you hit that open G string. You're going to hit the open D. And this is the only time where you can be a little loose with the open string ringing. There's just no way around it. You can even hear it on the recording. So altogether, after you hit that open D, you're going to go to 4 on the D string. So altogether. Okay, and as you hit on the D, you can kind of flatten your ring finger. It'll kind of mute out the rest of that G. And after you go here, you're going to go back to the 2nd fret on the G string, hit it once, and then hit the G open. So you got... Okay, after you hit that open G, you're going to go to the 4th fret on G, and then you're going to go 3rd fret on B, and then open D. And that's the whole first line. Okay, and just over and over again. And the good way to remember it is the first time is the only time you're going to go to the 4th fret. The second time he doesn't go to the 4th fret at all. So just the first time around, you'll hit that G string on 4. The second time he doesn't do it. So the second time, the good thing is when it repeats, it's the same for the first like 8 notes. So you got the second time. Alright, this is where it changes. So you got... You're just going to hit G, open G, and then open B to open D. As you're doing that, you just got to deaden the strings. You got to flat your finger. However you feel comfortable muting the strings, just make sure you get them muted the best you can. Okay, and then he'll repeat the first part, and then he just kind of slides down, and he does this C chord, and then he walks the bass down from C to B, but he just leaves his one finger on. Just, you can leave the high E out, just A through B. So, and just bar an A chord, and then a D sus2. Don't play a regular D, leave out the high E. So, then we get into this little part. I kind of just throw this in there. some guitars doing it. There's two guitars going on, but this kind of covers both. It's just a cool rhythm. One of those signature things your ear will hear. So I'm just barring my thumb on the low E, and I put the octave on the D string on the 5th fret. And then you can just bar the D, G, and B with your ring finger, and then bar the D, G, and B with your index finger, and then hammer on the G with your middle finger. Okay, it's kind of that working man blues rhythm. That whole thing. So then we get into the verse, and we're just going to go G. You can play a G however you want. I've seen him play it a number of different ways. Whatever you want to do. I like doing this just because we're going right to a C. So I'll just play the standard G. G. C. Back to G. Hang on G. Go E minor. Okay, then we get into this cool little D kind of bluesy shuffle walk down thing, or bluesy shuffle. So after you get to E minor, you can just put your first finger on the G string on 2nd fret, get the A and D open with it, and then you're just going to go back and forth between 2 and 4 and 2 and 5, just like that. Then back to G, C, G, C, D. So we'll go, put me in coach. I'm ready to, I kind of like to hit the, just when I'm playing by myself. So just C, back to G, hang on G. Hold on. Does this cool little walk-up part. Why do I get lost there? He goes, me and coach. That's what he does. Okay, so he just goes from G. When he goes to C, he does this walk up. So all together in the chorus, sorry for the confusion, you got put me in So this C, he'll slide up to 7 on the A and hit 5 on the G. Then he'll come back and he'll hit that little B on the 2nd fret, that open chord. And then he'll slide to 5 on the A and 4 on the G. And then he'll strum down, all downstrokes on the A. And then to a D sus2 chord. And then back to that little bluesy. And that's the whole song. It really is. He goes back to that intro part in the middle there, but that's it. So we'll play through it. Let's go from the top of the verse through the first chorus. Okay, back into that. So that's it. Just take it slow. The intro is really the coolest part. Everything else is pretty basic. Just listen to the record, get his rhythm. I'm playing a little bit different. I like to always kind of smack the snare in there when I'm playing, but he's just going. You know, he plays it more straight. I just like smacking the snare, having like a beat while I'm playing by myself. But that's it. Just take it a few notes at a time. Practice very slow. Have fun.